Hello, NeXus members. Hello, how are you on this amazing Thursday afternoon now, turned to evening? I am, of course, none other than the smooth effect himself, the Commissioner, and I'm here for the Week 3 predictions. That's what I'm here for. We got a game tonight. We got the Chiefs going against the Eagles. It's going to be a very good matchup between both of them. Both good teams. Both are going to be tough this year, actually. I mean, the Chiefs I do see making the playoffs. I don't see the Eagles making the playoffs, but I think the Eagles are going to be one of those teams that are going to surprise people. They look really good so far, and they did lose to the Chargers, but it was close. And because it was close, shows the Eagles actually have potential, and that's what matters the most. But I'm not worrying about the Eagles and Chiefs right now. I will be later. But we got to get into this week's predictions. We're going to start off with the first match. We got the Funky Martinez, and they're 1-1. They're going against the Coney Islands Finest, who's 0-2. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, and I honestly think that this week is going to go to none other than the Coney Islands Finest. And the reason I say that is because the way Alex was, he got a little shook, especially last week with Kaepernick. I do believe Kaepernick's going to come out and show a little more. But I think Shane is in need of a victory right now. Shane's 0-2, and Shane, you're used to being 0-2. If you lose this week, sir, I really think you need to make a trade. Do something, because you are going to flop down to the bottom again. And we, you did last year. Don't do it this year, my friend. Don't do it this year. But I am going to go with the Coney Islands Finest to beat the Funky Medina's this week. I just don't see Alex taking a bigger step this week. That's all I got to say about that. Then, of course, we got none other than me, the smooth effect himself, going against the prodigy of Brooklyn, Brooklyn's prodigy. And I'm not being, sexist. I'm not being, an ass or anything. Honestly, I think I'm going to win. And the reason I say I'm going to win, look at the previous matchups. I have 1-2, and she has 1-0. So, the favor is me. I'm not saying she's a bad team, because if you watched last week, it was close. Okay, and you watched the week before, it was even closer. So it shows that she actually has a good team, and the team could produce. But I now have Julio Jones and Calvin Johnson, which right now is the best receiving corps in this entire league. Both of them can throw up 30 points each. So I'm going to have to go with myself. I'm just saying, if she beats me, and don't get me wrong, if you look back in the history, you notice that people that are new and need a victory and they're 0 and whatever they are, they tend to beat me. So it's, it comes out, maybe it'll come full circle. Maybe she will get a win. I don't think so. I think I'm going to take home that victory. The next matchup, we got Strictly Hayes going against Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. She's 2-0. Is it starting again? I don't want to say it. And Strictly Hayes is 1-1. He got a beat down last week. I'm going to have to go with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood on this one, too, because, how could you not? Strictly Hayes, I think it's a good team, but you lost Steven Jackson. It's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt a lot. So I'm going to have to go with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood on this one. You got Aaron Rodgers, who is a beast of the beast of the beast. But he's going against Cincinnati, but it's still Aaron Rodgers. That's what you have to remember. It's still Aaron Rodgers. Can't hate on Aaron Rodgers. So, the next battle, we got none other than two undefeated teams. We got the Scorpio. He's 2-0. Going against Vince Wilfork. And she's 2-0 as well. To be honest with you, I actually have no idea who's going to win this matchup. I was going through everything, and I honestly have no fucking idea who's going to win this matchup. But I'm going to have to give my personal opinion. I'm going to go with the Scorpio on this one. I think the Scorpio is going to take it. He's been putting up some points lately, and he's got Adrian Peterson, and he's going against Cleveland. I'm not knocking Cleveland. They have an amazing defense with Adrian Peterson. So I'm going to go with the Scorpio to remain undefeated against Vince Wilfork. You can get a first loss this week. Then after the course, that we got one of my personal favorites, the Bone Crushers. He's going against the Trees. The Trees are 0-2 and the Bone Crushers are 1-1. Now, let me explain something. The Trees, we made a trade. He's got Doug Martin now, okay? He made another trade. He's got Akeem Nicks now. His team is better. Much better. Good team. Okay, I see the Trees actually taking this victory this week. I see the Trees finally getting himself a 1. Okay, a 1, not done, but a 1. So I do see the Trees to end 1-2, and the Bone Crushers will themselves end 1-2 as well. Bone Crushers got a good team, but things are going to be a little different. I think this week might be the toughest matchup for the Bone Crushers, but I do see the Trees taking the victory, so I'm going with the Trees. And the final matchup, we got another Assassins. It's going again. What would Tebow do? And I'm going to be honest with you, the Assassins, they're going to take that victory this week. I see it happening. I do not see what would Tebow do taking a victory this week. I do see the Assassins going 1-2, and what would Tebow do falls to 1-2 as well. The Assassins, they've been playing really well, okay? You can't knock him. He is losing, but the thing is, you're playing well, okay? You guys are producing. It's just the other team produces more. So, I think you are going to win this matchup, and I do see you moving on to the next week to face me. But I do see you winning this matchup, okay? You're going to assassinate Tebow. So let me recap on that one really quick. Of course, you know, Funko Medina's in the Coney Island's finest. I'm going with the Coney Island's finest. The Smooth Effect in the Prodigy of Brooklyn's Prodigy. Of course, I got to go with myself, going with the Smooth Effect. Strictly Hayes in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I got to go with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You can't hate on Aaron Rodgers. He's killing it right now. The Scorpio. Vince will fork you. Undefeated Scorpio. I'm going with the Scorpio. The Bone Crushers and the Trees. Give that win to finally Mark because he deserves it. The Trees after making that trade with me. And Victor. And of course, the Assassins against what would Tebow do? And Erhan, you're going to get your victory because I'm going with the Assassins. And I will be back next week for your recap and award show. And of course, the week 4 predictions. Pieces, deuces, outs.